Meeting is being conducted in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by advertisement in the Cape May Star and Wave on the Township website and posted on the bulletin boards of Township Hall.
All right, if we could all please rise. We have, we're going to pass off the Pledge of Allegiance tonight to our scouts back there. If you guys could come up to the microphone and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence, especially for the victims of this past week's Texas school incident.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, we could have roll call, please.
Councilmember Conrad?
Here.
Councilmember Perry?
Here.
Councilmember Roy is absent. Deputy Mayor Sippel?
Here.
Mayor Simonson.
I am here. And our first order of business this evening, we have a couple proclamations, the first of which is our proclamation for supporting the Click It or Ticket mobilization, something we do every year, and I will read that in its entirety. May 21st through June 3rd of 2018. Whereas there were 626 motor vehicle fatalities in New Jersey in 2017, and whereas a large percentage of the motor vehicle occupants killed in traffic crashes were not wearing a seatbelt, and whereas use of a seatbelt remains the most effective way to avoid death or serious injury in a motor vehicle crash, and whereas the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates that 135,000 lives were saved by seatbelt usage nationally between 1975 and the year 2000. And whereas the state of New Jersey will participate in the nationwide Click It or Ticket seatbelt mobilization from May 21st through June 3rd, 2018, in an effort to raise awareness and increase seatbelt usage through a combination of high visibility enforcement and public education. And whereas the Division of Highway Traffic Safety has set a goal of increasing the seatbelt usage rate in the state from the current level of 94% to 95.5%. And whereas a further increase in seatbelt usage in New Jersey will save lives on our roadways. Now therefore be it proclaimed that I, Mayor Eric Simonson, and the Lower Township Council, on behalf of the Township of Lower, declare our support for the Click It or Ticket seatbelt mobilization, both locally and nationally, from May 21st through June 3rd, 2018, and pledge to increase awareness of the mobilization and the benefits of seatbelt use. And with that, I'm going to ask, I see Detective Perry's in the audience. We're going to have him come up and take this proclamation back to the station for us. All right, put you on the spot since you're here. Thank you.
No picture?
All right, with that, our next proclamation, I'm going to hand over to Councilman Conrad before we come down and read the proclamation. Councilman Conrad.
Well, Josh Kampmeyer, please come forward. Josh is from Troop 87. He has just had his Court of Honor just recently. We announced it I think last meeting, and very proud of him. Actually, Mom, can you come on up also? You've been a big part of this. If you want to read it, or I don't know if you...
Why don't we go down there and I'll
Okay.
read it nice and loud. For those of you that don't know Josh, he gets very nervous in times like these, so we're take a deep breath, man. The tough part's over. You're already got it, so. I will read the proclamation congratulating Joshua Kampmeyer on achieving the rank of Eagle Scout. Whereas Joshua Kampmeyer became a member of Troop 87 in February of 2011, and whereas Josh, a resident of Lower Township, has been attending summer camp every year and even went to Henson Scout Reservation on his own to earn certain merit badges. And whereas Josh, during his time as a scout, has hiked the Appalachian Trail, climbed Mount Tammany, and learned about primitive camping and wilderness survival. And whereas one of Josh's favorite undertakings was setting up and running the haunted house for the Pumpkin Festival at Cold Spring Village. And whereas Josh chose as his Eagle Scout project to construct a bug hotel for the Nature Conservatory, which was both educational to Josh and beneficial to the native insects. Now therefore, it is with great pleasure that I, Mayor Eric Simonson, and the Lower Township Council do hereby congratulate Josh on this outstanding accomplishment and wish him the best of luck as we celebrate his journey in scouting. Congratulations, Josh. No, I'm just kidding. Come up too. There you go, buddy. Open that up.
So, as a dedication to Mr. Conrad for serving scout leader in troop, Mom and I made a collage of different camping trips with all the scouts that came in and out of the troop, that stayed in the troop. So we put this collage together just to thank Mr. Conrad for all of the support he gave us, and he's just been a big help towards all the scouts, and I can't thank him enough for pushing me this far, especially in the quarter-mile swim. So,
All right, back to you.
thank you.
Cool.
That is nice.
Way back.
Put that right in the living room wall.
Office.
Once again, congratulations to Josh. I know we've all known Josh for a long time. Very proud of his accomplishment.
Right there, wherever you want. And there's potentially 2 more Eagle Scouts walking out the door right now. They should be getting close. I got the one. They should be both getting life, 2 of them, this next Court of Honor in June.
Give him a second. And if you guys want to hang around, you're welcome to, but we're going to spare you the fun of our council meeting, so if you guys don't feel obligated, but we appreciate you coming out, especially you other guys' support, and Josh, I know you guys all stick together and do a nice job, so. With that, we will move down to the consent agenda. Does council have any comments or questions on the consent agenda?
No comment.
No? We open it up to the public. Any questions or comments on the consent agenda? Better put my glasses on just in case. I don't see anybody.
Approval of the New Jersey Firemen's Association membership application for P. Klingel to Irma Volunteer Fire Company. Approval of the minutes from the May 7th, 2018 meeting. Resolutions number 2018-176 through 2018-185. And this is the first reading of ordinance number 2018-09, An ordinance revising and restating Chapter 400 Land Development, Article 10, subsection 400-81, guarantees and inspections of the Code of the Township of Lower. Again, this is the first reading of this ordinance. The second reading and public hearing has been scheduled for June 4th.
All right, I will make a motion, if someone could second it.
I'll second the motion.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Perry?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sippel?
Yes.
Mayor Simonson?
Yes. All right.
Resolu-
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Resolution number 2018-186. This is authorizing the payment of vouchers. Excuse me. This is a voucher for rescue in the amount of $35,000, and it's the first contribution due June 3rd.
All right, any questions up here? Seeing none, we open it up to the public. Questions on this resolution? Anyone? Seeing none, need a motion for Resolution 2018-186.
I'll make a motion to approve. I'll second it.
Councilmember Conrad?
Recused.
Councilmember Perry?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sippel?
Yes.
Mayor Simonson?
Yes.
Resolution number 2018-188, a resolution amending Resolution 2017-174, which authorized a shared service agreement between the Township of Lower and the County of Cape May for law enforcement coverage at a township event. This amendment was to change the hourly rate for the sheriff's officers.
All right, any questions from council? Hearing none. Questions from our public? Seeing none, motion to approve Resolution 2018-188.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Perry?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sippel?
Recuse.
Mayor Simonson?
Yes. We move down to, we're going to do manager's report first, Jim?
Sure.
All right, go ahead. You wanna-
Gentlemen, good evening. Bill Galestock and myself met with the MUA administrative staff this morning to update Lower Township's water quality management plan, which we have to do to comply with the county regulations. And there were some things added. Be glad to show you those maps. Secondly, the planning board recently approved another brewery in the township in the North Cape May Shopping Center. The company is called Gusto. They are already moving ahead acquiring their permits. The hauling project, which has been going on for over a month south of the Canal Bridge last week, was obviously halted due to the weather that we had. So the DOT contacted me today to let me know that they're giving them a small extension, and that project deadline for completion is now June 8th, which is in sync, and it's a couple days before the Escape to Cape also, because obviously that main road is part of the bike. Also, in discussions with our Chief Mastriana, we are gearing up for a busy weekend, Memorial Day, with extra patrols in several areas, as well as certain officers will be on bike patrols this weekend. That's all I have.
Thank you. All right, move down to engineers report. Mr. Shrey is with us.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Tonight, I'd like to update you on two projects. The first, the Roseanne Avenue roadway and utility improvement project. On April 25th, 4 bids were received for the project. On May 7th, the last council meeting, Township awarded the project to the low bidder, Agate Construction Company, for an amount of $7,026,450. The notice of award and copies of the contracts have been forwarded to the contractor for execution, along with a request for the initial project information required per the documents. Since I provided a copy of this report last week, we have been able to schedule the pre-construction meeting, which will be held on June 6th at 11 a.m. here. We're expecting that that day or shortly a day or two after to give the contractor who is anxious to get going, a notice to proceed. So we're looking at probably the end of the first week in June for the notice to proceed and to start the 360-day construction contract. Second project, Beach Drive Pedestrian Safety Improvement Project. As of May 16th, the contractors completed all demolition work, curb work, and a majority of the sidewalk along the east side of the project. As of today, they have completed all of their sidewalk improvements except for a small section at Whittier Avenue where Verizon had to do some work at their pole. They intend to finish that concrete work Wednesday or Thursday of this week, as well as base paving of the roadway. They plan on finishing final grading tomorrow and starting with the paving on Wednesday, and we're hoping that it'll be done by the end of day Thursday, with Friday to be cleanup, site restoration, to get things ready for the weekend. And as part of the change order you granted last meeting to them, I did talk to the contractor. They are on schedule. As I indicated, they plan on getting the base paving down this week, and then right after Memorial Day weekend, they'll be in to do the final surface course and striping of the roadway. And that's all I have tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
All right, with that, we move down to administrative reports and council comments.
Council comments, forewarnings, school's going to be out soon, so expecting kids to be everywhere again.
Did it.
I have no clue. Might have been that, okay.
Thank you, Julie. She does it all. She's not just the clerk, she does it all.
Also, we have, which was just touched on, Escape the Cape's going to be coming up June 10th. They're having a swim, an open swim on the 9th. A lot of North Cape May and other areas will be closed to regular traffic due to this event. It'll be Sunday morning, which is going to be nice because if everything goes to as scheduled currently, they'll be running and racing on brand-new roads. So it should, participants love the course, they're going to love it more, and again, they really like the people that live along the course. A lot of them haven't ever experienced that type of enthusiasm that the people show to it. The other one is kind of everyone's missing. I know it's been in both papers. Verizon is doing a tie-in with phones. They're adding an area code to ours, 609. The problem is, for you to call your neighbor, you're going to have to dial 609 starting in August. That's the problem with this new area code. You're going to have to do all 10 digits. It's not going to be 886, 884. It's going to be 609, 886, even to go neighbor to neighbor or anything. Because they're just, instead of cutting out the area and saying, okay, Cape May and Atlantic County are 609 now, and these other ones are this, the other areas are getting, we're going to get some of this new area code. I forgot the paper right, I had it with me the entire time till right now. But the papers have been did put it out earlier. Emergency management's putting it out for communication. If you have a smartphone, you just have to add 609, but all those people that are so used to dialing the 886, even to get to the township, you're going to have to dial 609. 911, you don't have to do that with. That is it for me right now.
Okay, I had a couple things, but our engineer took care of two of them, so that's good. I was up there today, the latter part of today, to take a look. About 3:30, they were finishing up the signs on the east side down by Pinewood and Fernwood Road. So I guess the signs now on the east side are now all up, so they are right on schedule. So to get the paving done, it'll be good to have it done before the weekend. The other thing I have is good news for our area youth. It's always great to see the youth in Lower Township excel, in no matter what it is, whatever they may do in sports or academics, whatever, it's great to see our youth excel. Through our recreation department, there is a lacrosse program for young youth. The Lower Township team belongs to the Jersey Shore Youth Lacrosse League, and the boys from Lower Township, 5th and 6th graders, are the 2018 boys champions of the league. The league consists of different townships and areas, Lower Township, Middle Township, Upper Township, Margate, Mainland, Absecon, Galloway Township, Egg Harbor Township, Stratford Township, and Barnegat are all the municipalities that participate in this league. Our boys went 16-0 for the season. So shout out to the team, to the coaches for doing a fantastic job. Hopefully next meeting we'll have them in to honor them for their achievements.
That's it.
You have that other story, too?
Deputy? Just two things. One is I attended an Armed Forces Day ceremony last Saturday, sponsored by the MAC. Great event. And if you've never been there, maybe next year you can get there on Forces Day, and they allow you to go up into the lookout tower free of charge. But it's a really good event. That leads me to the second thing, just to remind everybody that the Memorial Day weekend's coming up. But the main thing in Memorial Day is May 28th is to remember those that have been killed in combat, no longer here with their families. The VFW in the Villas, that's our Lower Township ceremony for the weekend. That'll be Monday at 11 a.m. So if you can get out there, it'd be a great event. So, thank you.
All right. Just something further to add from what Councilman Perry was talking about. I received a letter to address to our recreation department from a coach from the Upper Township, the lacrosse team that we played against, one of the teams that we beat. And, yeah. I talk loud, so it doesn't matter. So we received a letter on behalf of Upper Township, and I'll read the letter addressed to our recreation supervisor. It says, I just wanted to pass along our congrats to your 6th grade team for taking it home yesterday. Glad to see Cape May County team go the distance. Also a big thank you to your coaches and players for being agreeable to working with us with respect to our player with special needs, especially during a playoff game. It meant a lot to our whole team, and we appreciate it. You have a very well-coached, fundamentally strong team there, but more important, a classy group. We can't thank you guys enough. Please pass our sentiments along to your coaches and players. Congratulations again. Regards, Tom Schuta, the Upper Township 6th grade lacrosse coach. That's in reference to one of Upper Township's players was of special needs, scored a goal against us in a playoff game. So it was pretty cool, and it's nice to hear, you know, we hear so many stories on the news, negative sometimes. It's nice to hear a positive story. So along with the championship, they also did it with class, and we're awesome. It's awesome, and we love to hear stuff like that, especially from our youth and our coaches. So kudos to them, and like Councilman Perry said, we'll have them in to honor them, not just for their win, but like I said, for their sportsmanship as well. With that, we also have the Superintendent of Schools, Jeff Salmonego, from our Lower Township Elementary School, passed along, we'll put some flyers up too, but they are having an art show, our elementary students, at the Fishing Creek School, and that's right up here on Bayshore Road, if, for those of you who haven't been there. It's 2012 Bayshore Road, right here in the Villas. It's this weekend. I'm sorry, no, it's the following weekend. It's June 1st through the 3rd. And Friday night will be the reception, Friday, June 1st, from 6 to 8. And the show will run Saturday, June 2nd, from 10 to 4, and Sunday, June 3rd, from 10 to 2 in the afternoon. If you get a chance, get over there and see some of the great artwork. at the Fishing Creek School. It's been quite the art gallery for our high school, junior high, and elementary students. So we look forward to seeing that. Also, a Battle of the Badges blood drive will take place on Saturday, June 23rd, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Irma Firehouse, and that's 415 Breakwater Road in the airport complex. For an appointment, please visit redcrossblood.org. That's all one word, redcrossblood.org, to enter sponsor code Lower Township Battle. That's Lower TWP Battle is your sponsor code, and get signed up for that blood drive. And again, that'll be June 23rd. We'll be reminding you at future council meetings as it leads up to it. And with last but not least, just a run through of our summer concerts again, our summer concert series. Just a reminder, July 11th kicks it off with the Amish Outlaws. July 18th, the Soul Cruisers. July 25th is the Nerds. August 1st is Desert Highway. August 8th is Danny V's. August 15th is Separate Ways. August 22nd, Kevin Miller's Smashed. And August 29th will be the kickoff concert with local group, and a huge success is Stellar Mojo. And we hope everyone gets out on Wednesday evenings to have a good time and be part of that great event. Other than that, I don't have anything else, and we will open it up to the public. If you have any questions or comments for council, step up to the microphone, please, and just state your name and address for the record. And again, we open it to the public. Anyone?
My name's Trish Donahue, and I live at 203 Beach Drive. And I have a voice thing. On the 19th of April, Verizon took down the pole across the street from my home and left the wire very low. The next day, the cement truck went up the street and took it off. Now I've ripped the siding. I've been in touch with the supervisor and the inspector, and it's going to be 5 weeks, and I haven't heard anything. So I'm here to enlighten you folks that there's an issue. The job might be finished, but not mine. My home wasn't wrecked when the job started, but it's damaged now. And I wanted Mr. Ridgway to know, because I think
Can you give me your address, please?
203 Beach Drive, between Washington Street and Roslyn.
And I'm sorry, can you tell me, I know you said Verizon removed the pole.
Yeah, the telephone pole. And the wire was connected to the eave of the house, like it used to be when
So
people... And the cement truck, well, the wire was left too low by Verizon, obviously. And the cement truck went up the street to deliver cement and for the job site, and whacked the Harry out of the wire, snapped it. It cracked the siding on the side of my house, took the lantern off the side by the driveway, and it was the first day in 10 days that I had the car in the driveway. That was the only thing that fortunately wasn't hit. It didn't hit my windows, but now I have about 14 pieces of siding that are cracked, and you can see the insulation on spots of it. And the supervisor came down the street like almost instantly and saw me in the driveway right after it happened and said, "When did this happen?" I said, "Just now." The cement man, I think, did report it to his office, because when I went to the front door, he was on the phone. So
I'll come out and look at that tomorrow morning, but could you give me just your information before you leave tonight?
yes,
So I have a phone number in case
Yes.
you're not there.
Thank you.
And I'm on it.
Yeah, we'll get that taken care of. Thank you. Anyone else? Questions or comments? Yes, sir.
Ray Flickinger, Washington Boulevard. I just want to attest to that situation. What it is, they moved the pole down about 20 feet, and that wire was like a telephone cable, and it was connected mid-wire. And you'll notice the wires are all loose. Well, since then, that wire is still hanging there, and it's wrapped around like a post in the side of that hill, that area, you know, where they usually have a couple benches up and things like that. So that could be a hazardous thing that's still just hanging there. You know, a kid grabs it, and there's quite a bit of a coil of wire. I don't know who did that. But the day before I had seen that, me and my wife were walking down the road, and it was actually so loose, it was hanging and hitting the side of her house, you know. So, again, she's right, the cement truck came by there and all. Just wanted to attest to that damage that's there.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
We'll get a hold of Verizon, and Mr. Ridgway will take care of that tomorrow morning.
Morning.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, seeing none, I close the public portion.
Resolution number 2018-187, a resolution providing for a meeting not open to the public in accordance with the provisions of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12. This is to discuss attorney-client privileged information and a possible litigation.
A motion to adjourn, go into closed session.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Perry?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sippel?
Yes.
Mayor Simonson?
Yes.